Welcome back. Today we're looking at a new game called Frosty the Snowman Christmas Journey board game by Aquarius. It's for 2 to 4 players ages 8 and up. The maker of the game says you will enjoy this entertaining Frosty the Snowman game, brimming with Frosty, Santa, Professor Hinkle, Karen, and all the gang. Now you can celebrate the Christmas spirit any day of the year. Here is the game description. You've been chosen by Frosty the Snowman to help him on his journey to reach the North Pole. The celebrations can't start until you find Santa and ensure that Frosty can come back every winter. Gather your friends as you all journey through an icy winter wonderland. Remember, it's not just about the journey, it's about the friends you make along the way. Who will be the first to help save Frosty on this magical journey to the North Pole? The object of the game is to be one of the first 2 players to reach the finish. The game only comes with a few things: a game board, 42 game cards, an 8-sided die, and 4 character pieces, all characters from the movie. The setup is simple. Shuffle the Frosty cards and place them in the center of the game board. Each player selects a character and places it on the start space. The player with the highest roll goes first. Each player rolls the die and moves their character the same number of spaces along the game board. If they land on a space already occupied by another character, they have a snowball fight. That means they each roll the die, and whoever loses has to move back the difference between the 2 rolls. For example, player 1 rolls a 5, while player 2 rolls a 2. That means player 2 would move backwards 3 spaces. There are 4 types of spaces with 3 game board actions. The arrows simply tell you which direction to go. There are candy canes, which you can slide up as a shortcut, or you can slide down them and go backwards on the board. There's a swap space, where you must swap places with any character of your choice. There are also Frosty spaces. Here you pick up a card and follow directions on the card. There are cards that make you move forward or backwards a certain number of spaces. Cards that allow you to pick a number of spaces you want to move on your next turn, up to 8 spaces. This card here allows you to move forward to the next candy cane. That could be a good or bad thing depending on where you are on the board. There's a swap position card that must be completed even if you are in first place. There are roll again and lose a turn cards. All of the previous cards must be played immediately or on your next turn, but there are 4 cards that you can save until you want to play them. The first is a bypass board action card. This card blocks any action of the game board that you land on. There's also a skip snowball fight card, which is the only way that 2 players can occupy the same space at the same time. You can force an opponent to miss a turn, and you can steal an opponent's turn and roll instead. The first person to reach the finish is safe and surrenders all their Frosty cards. Once another player reaches finish, these 2 players have a snowball fight in a best-of-3 competition. Each player rolls the die, and whoever rolls the higher number wins that round. If there is a tie, the first player to reach the finish wins that round. The winner of the game is the first person to win 2 snowball fights. The game is definitely fun. On a scale of 1 to 5 snowballs, I would give it 3.5 snowballs. It is fun to play. My kids and I do enjoy it. It is long though. The directions say it will take about 30 to 60 minutes to play, and that is definitely accurate. The game has over 180 spaces on it. Look at the path. It is really long. It winds all over the place. The board almost seems like it has too much on it. I've moved the wrong way a few times because there is so much going on the game board, it gets confusing. We have fun, but sometimes the game lasts too long and my kids get tired of playing. Sometimes we shorten the game by simply declaring the winner as the first person to reach the finish. There are a lot of board actions, so something is always happening. The candy canes, the swap spaces, and and all the different card actions lead to several lead changes during the game. You can go from first to last in one turn, or third to first in one turn, so everyone is always in the game until the last turn is taken, and that does mean that everybody's always involved. I hope you enjoyed the review and learned how to play this game. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to see more family fun games and activities. Thanks for watching.